I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Someone tipped $1.97. Don't ask me why such a weird amount. Saying, I DoorDash a couple times a week. Do you think it's fine to occasionally DoorDash meals? What about DoorDashing stuff like eggs and toast? My friends give me a hard time and say I'm wasting money, but I earn good thoughts. First of all, if you're going to send a tip like that and ask a question, try to ask one formulated question. Dude, you asked me like 3 different things rapid fire. Here's my thoughts on food delivery, not just DoorDash, but food delivery, okay? First off, no, I don't think that anyone should be DoorDashing or food delivery on every meal. It's too expensive. I can tell you firsthand as someone who usually around once a week gets food for DSP Tries It for the show, and about once a week orders on my day off so that my wife and I aren't cooking every other day, because we cook every meal except on the days when I have off. We'll usually order one meal, and then if I do DSP Tries It that day, I'll also order a meal. If I didn't do DSP Tries It at all, we'd only be ordering at most once a week for the day off. And then when we go out on our day off, we don't order. We actually eat at a restaurant. So it's not super often or anything like that. Although admittedly, it may even be more often than the average person. I don't know how much people are really ordering in. Okay. Here's what I can tell you. It's way more expensive because number one, just the base cost of any food you order is marked up. So for example, today, we're going to be ordering Shake Shack for DSP Tries It. And I'm going to do a burger, the chicken bites, and a shake, right? Every single one of these is marked up a significant amount. Like the burger is like $13 and change. I guarantee you if you get it at the store, it's like $10. So they're marking it up multiple dollars. You know, that's probably what, like a fourth of the cost of the item? That's huge, like 25% markup just on each individual item. Then, depending on if you're part of the subscription program or not, they're going to charge you fees on top of the markup for the delivery service, okay? That fee actually is based on the amount in your cart. So the more you order, the more you pay. I want you to think about that too. Oh, I decided to order a feast for my family. Oh, I spent like $70. Oh, now there's a $15, $20 fee on top of that. For what? What extra service are you providing to me because I ordered more food? Zero, nothing. But they charge more anyway because they just do, okay? Then on top of that, there's a driver. And the driver has to deliver your food, and you actually have to tip the driver. So there's a markup on everything you're buying. Then there's another fee that makes no sense whatsoever, and then there's the tip. So if you were to actually go to the store and buy the food, for example, today, if I were to drive all the way to Shake Shack, which is pretty far away from me, and buy the burger and the bites and the shake, probably I would guess I'd probably get them all for under $20. But because I'm going to order them delivery today because I'll be streaming and I need it delivered so I don't have to stop the stream and go drive half an hour and drive half an hour back, I'm probably, no exaggeration, going to end up paying $20 extra. So I'm going to pay almost double to get this food delivered to me today for the DSP Tries It show. Okay? So this is really crazy that people are doing it regularly. Someone who said, I don't cook, I just order. Are you insane? Are you actually fucking crazy? There's literally no justification for doing that besides the convenience of having the meal made for you and the fact that you're too lazy to make your own food. Now, I get it. You might argue, well, Phil, you're ordering Shake Shack today. You can't make Shake Shack at home. Fair enough, you're right. I couldn't make the Korean barbecue menu from Shake Shack at home. I have to get it from the store. It's something unique, right? But if you're ordering every single meal delivered, likely you're ordering more commonplace things than just the Shake Shack special menu like I'm doing today for DSP Tries It. And in addition, let's be honest, most meals that you would order for delivery are unhealthy, okay? Not to say that there aren't healthy options. There aren't like vegan restaurants or vegetarian places, or you can get like a salad, or they do have heart healthy menus, smart menus at restaurants where you can get like chicken breast or, lighter options with less oil and less grease and less cheese and less fat. I get that, right? But that's not common. That's the exception to the rule. Oh, and by the way, the healthier options are even more expensive to order from a restaurant. Optimally, what you want to do is have a rotation of meals that you can make at home that are easy to make, but are flavorful and healthy for you. And if you are someone who lives alone, that you can make in batches, right? You can make a big amount of it, and then you can portion that out so you're not cooking every single day. Some days you can take a break from the cooking because you made enough for multiple meals, okay? That's the ideal way to do it. Now, not everyone can do that. Personally, when I was a bachelor and I was single and I was a YouTuber, I found it actually pretty frustrating because, number one, there was no delivery services back then. So I had to drive to the restaurants to get the food. And I looked into cooking and I tried cooking, and it was too time consuming. It was actually too much of a mess to have to clean up the kitchen every day after cooking just for me. It just wasn't worth it. So yeah, I found myself driving to local fast food places almost daily in order to eat when I was a YouTuber back in those early days, like 10, 15 years ago. Okay. Today, I'm happily married, right? My wife is a great cook. She's found very healthy meals to make for us. We have a variety of them that we can variate between, and it's worked out. I mean, you could tell just from the weight loss and how much more healthy I am. So that's the ideal, but not everyone has the ideal situation. You know what I mean? I'm okay. Like, for example, if you're someone who maybe once or twice a week, you don't have the means to keep making meals every day. You don't have the time. You just need something fast. I get it. Ordering the food once or twice a week, that makes sense to me. But literally ordering every meal that you eat delivery, number one, you are blowing insane amounts of money. Like I just said, you're paying almost double for every meal. That's nuts that anyone would think in a rational mindset, that's what I should be doing, pay double for my food. Quite frankly, it's laziness and it's convenience that it's just installed convenience. And what I mean by that is people have gotten to the point where they just think it's commonplace. They've normalized not putting effort into anything and getting instant gratification. But that's not how life works. In life, you need to work hard to earn something good. So if you want to be healthy and you want to be happy, you got to work for it. It doesn't just get handed to you. So you have to learn how to cook. You have to learn how to go shop properly, buy the healthy ingredients, make the batched meals so you're not cooking every day. You know what I'm saying? But people just want instant everything. I don't want any effort. I just want it now. And I want it immediately. So I'll just pay out the ass for it. And these people are eating these meals every day and they're becoming incredibly unhealthy. By the way, my camera is moving. I think I hit the tripod. I'm going to have to fix that in a second. I noticed the camera just moved. But yeah, these people are becoming incredibly unhealthy. They're sitting around every single meal eating this crazy stuff that never should they have been eating to begin with, right? This is not even stuff that's good for their bodies. Yet they're putting it into their bodies every meal. And then they're paying double for it. And that's America. Like, I mean, it's funny because my wife brings this up all the time. One of my wife's favorite animated movies of all time is Wall-E. Did you ever see the movie? So the premise of Wall-E is that Wall-E is a robot that wakes up in a post-apocalyptic future, but it doesn't know what its purpose is. It's like confused. And so it starts to search around for what am I here for? You know, what am I, you know, and as it searches the environment, okay, what it finds is that all humans have become completely lazy, fat blobs. Not kidding. That's the plot of the movie. They sit there in a chair and the chair just does everything for them. It bathes them. It feeds them. It brushes their teeth. It commands everything around them. Like basically the human body doesn't even do anything anymore. The brain just kind of controls everything remotely. And you don't have to do anything with any effort whatsoever. That's your life. But what's happened is because everything became automated and easy, the entire world ended. Like no one could actually do anything. So everything fell apart. And now we're in an apocalypse. Right? And it's funny because I don't think the movie was meant to be prophetic in any way. But here we are in 2026, and look what we've got going on around us, right? We've got people who are spending 1/3 or more of their income on DoorDash delivery food every day because they don't want to be bothered to learn how to cook, right? We've got cars that are starting to self-drive, so you won't even know how to get yourself around anymore. And we got AI that's doing important things for us that we should know how to do for ourselves, now doing all these tasks. Like, did you not fucking see Wall-E? Like, hey, I got an idea. Why don't we find dinosaur DNA and start mass cloning dinosaurs and just throw them into the streets and see what happens? Anyway, yeah, pretty messed up. And no Pavlov's dogma, you retard. I'm not describing myself in any way, shape, or form. I eat healthy. I work out. I literally just explained how at most, I order delivery twice a week. Usually it's once a week, if that, because sometimes I go out and eat with my wife. On our days off, we don't order the food. You're a retard. But thanks for the super chat, retard. So anyway, that was just a fascinating article because, like I said, I'm reading this article and I'm starting to read everyone's responses. Right here, you want to see some of them? Because I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm starting to read some of the responses that were coming in from people. Okay, Zoomers and millennials. Okay. Crying about downsides of delivery while still ordering delivery reeks of celebs lecturing about stolen land while they live on stolen land. I'm trying to find, there was a good comment. All right. I can't find it now though, because this is the problem with X. That actually frustrates me. So what happens is when you use X, they'll have trends here and you'll click on a trend and you'll read through all the stuff. You'll be like, oh, this is great. And then all of a sudden you go back to it later. It's gone. Where the fuck is the trend? It deleted itself. And there's no way to get the trend back. You'll search for it. You won't find it. It's just very frustrating the way X works because this is all automated bullshit. And it's all AI run. Again, another thing, AI running everything for us, right? How about I just fucking get the thing to show up? See, you can't. Stewart says bookmark it next time. You can't bookmark trends. When you click on them, all it does is it shows the AI summary and it shows all the articles. But the one article that, or the one comment that someone had made, okay, which was the one that I actually wanted to use, but it's not there anymore. Who knows, was what's happened is now we have a generation of people, younger people, who to them, this kind of behavior is normalized. They never grew up in a situation where they had to work for everything. That stuff was hard to get and they had to struggle. So to them, it's normalized to spend 1/3 of your income for food delivery. They're like, what are you talking about? That's correct. That's fine. That's what it is. But that's why we're upset that food cost is going up. It's like, yeah, but if food cost is going up, then you're supposed to find ways to cut corners and save money, not just sit around complaining that the cost of food went up. So instead of ordering the food, start making your own meals. Oh, no. No. What are you talking about? That's how I live, and I'm justified. I should be able to, because, well, number one, aren't you aware that I'm employing someone? Someone has a job because of me, because I'm ordering all of my food. I always tip well, right? So that's fine. That's good. And my palate has been expanded. I have cultural respect for everyone now because I've had their cuisines and I like their cuisines now. Like, they'll justify the bad behavior, even though it's obviously apparent that the bad behavior is self-created, but they grew up like this. So to them, this is normal stuff. It's like, that's crazy to me that there's an entire generation of people who don't understand how to survive for yourself because everything's become so automated that now you just, you know what I mean? Like, you just pay for everything. Like, well, I eternally have no money, but it's because I'm constantly dumping all of my money on this nonsense. I'm paying double for every meal because I'm too lazy to learn how to make my own at home. Even though it's easy to do, it just takes a little bit of effort and research. And stop being so goddamn lazy. Thank you to Lance Catamaran for a subscription over on Kick. That's our first legit one of the day. Not to say that my trolls don't gift subs. They do because they're stupid, but I don't shout those out.